I don't want my children to go through suffering. I don't want them to struggle the way I struggled in my childhood. I want to give my children everything that I was denied or not given by my family, parents, or my past life. Hey, I could not achieve my dreams, but I want to make sure that my child achieves all that he or she thinks of. This is the mistake that parents are doing today. Big, huge mistake where a parent is thinking that, you know what, I suffered a lot, so I am going to make sure my children don't suffer in their life. Now, I have a question for all of you parents. When you suffered and all of the challenges and struggles and emotional and financial and poverty and my parents did this negative thing to me, or my society did this negative thing to me, and then we think that when I grow up and what I felt and all the suffering that I have gone through in my childhood, lot of parents promise that I am going to make sure that this does not happen to my children. And in doing that, nothing wrong in that, because one might say that, hey, I love my kids and the intention is good and I want my child to have the best of everything. But the problem is this, that with the good intention and all the good loving and caring, you are in fact depriving your child of the important experiences that they need to go through to learn, develop muscle, emotional muscle, mental muscle, and being able to decide and protect and build that self-confidence, self-esteem. Because honestly, you do not build a personality or achiever's mindset by being pampered and by given everything on a platter. Now, I've seen so many parents who come to me and who say, my child has become a brat, my daughter is not listening and he's not studying, and then he's disrespectful and he's back answering, or to the extent that there are substance abuse cases, and they say that I have given my child everything, I have made sure that there was no sort of stress and he's not had to go through any trauma, and we've pampered him and we've given him things even before he or she has said. And I often laugh and I am like, that is exactly why the child is turning out the way the child is. Because whatever lack that you have experienced, you cannot fulfill that lack in your child. A lot of times we see kids, teenagers, people of going through education telling us that I'm only doing my medical or law or architecture or CA because my dad wanted to do it all his life and he could not do it because of financial constraint, or my mom had this dream and she could not fulfill it because of her family background. So now they are saying that we are working hard and we are going to finance this for you and we want you to become that. It's really weird and absurd, because your child does not want to fulfill all the lack that you had in your childhood. Parents need to understand that if you pamper your child by earning money and by giving them all the luxury and facilities, you might feel very happy. You might feel very content. You might feel, man, I am really being a good father or mother because, my dad did not do this for me when I was young. My mom was never there for me when I was growing up. So I don't want my child to feel the same horrible feeling that I felt while growing up. So you are unintentionally kind of protecting your daughter, your son, and you're saying that, hey, you know what, I am going to make sure that everything goes well with you. But that's not going to happen. In the entire process of doing that, you are not allowing your child to struggle, to go through the hardship, to take their own decisions, to stand up on their own feet. And more important is that your generation, the parents, like we're talking about 10, 20 years back, they had a very different environment, right? Technology was not there, media was not there, people were different, relationships were different, commitment was different, loyalty, honesty was more, there was no so much of marketing, advertising, social media, and the whole world today is functioning very differently. And hence, in today's world, if you don't allow your child to develop the way he or she wants to develop, and if you keep buffering and pampering and always being there to hold them and take care of them and be there to do things for them, and you don't allow them to take their own decisions or even fail or even go through misery and heartache and pain and decision making, then you're just preparing your child for failure. My children come to me for decision. They're like, hey dad, should I wear this? Should I do this? Should I go here? And what should I do? I'm confused. And I always tell them that, you know what, you decide. It's your choice. It's your life. It's your decision. Yes, I will help you. I will tell you that, okay, you know what, this might look better, but I am not going to decide for you. So the decision making muscle has to develop. If they fail, if they make a wrong decision, and if they kind of land up in trouble, then that's fine. They have to deal with it. I never go and try to buffer my kids. And I have an 11-year-old daughter and a 9-year-old son, and there are a lot of times where my family and people around me say, you're a father, you need to be doing this, and how can you be so ruthless, and how can you be so as a father you need to. And I always tell them that, you know what, I have the best intentions for my children, and that is the reason I'm doing what I'm doing. I am not allowing them to get luxuries and automatically give them things. They have to earn, they have to struggle. If they don't study, I say fine, fail. If you fail, then you have to deal with it. If you're not taking care of your body, your food habits, your decisions and your clothes, then you deal with the consequences. I am not going to do it. And similarly, I tell my wife, my parents, and everybody in my family and my extended family that my kids need to go through shit and hardship and struggle, and if they have to bleed and cry, and so be it. The whole idea is, at least I am there to look over, train them, be there, guide them, help them, support them, and then push them through that process. And so they emerge on the other side and they're like, you know what, thank you so much, and I really learned, and you didn't pamper me, and you threw me, and you let me struggle and take the decision. So now I am building that muscle. So in this Alive and Fearless Monday, and I know parents are doing this because they fear. There is fear which is making them do all that. So in this Alive and Fearless Monday, I want you to kind of be very aware of, are you really comforting your child for your own sake, just to make you happy, just to fulfill your dream? And if you're doing that, please stop immediately. Allow your child to fail, fall, suffer, and learn and experience today's world and today's challenges, because they are not from your world. They are moving towards the 21st century, and they need to be ready, prepared, and trained to handle relationship, health issues, work issues, conflicts, challenges, and any sort of things that they need to be prepared for the future. So I hope this video helps all of you parents who are really pampering and dumping your dream on your child. You pull it back and let your child carve his or her own path and really struggle and learn in today's age and generation with today's challenges, so they are prepared for tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, if you agree, disagree, please post it below the video. Give me a thumbs up. Go to mutsabadi.com and opt in for more free training resources and updates. And make sure you share this video with any family or father or mother who you know is doing this. Maybe it will help them change their outlook and pull back and allow the child to live a life that they love and be more alive and fearless in their life. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon in the next Alive and Fearless Monday.